So what's your plan? Do you actually have a plan? I didn't think so. Well, subscribe if you want. This video's done. I mean, if there's no plan, there's just no point to this. Goodbye. Life for a man can just be all execution. An execution of a specific, thought out plan. I gear this channel towards majority of 20-year-olds and up, so I mean, at this point in your life, I mean, you can have the complete, simple understanding that it's just not handed to you. Whatever you are searching for and looking for within your life, and some days get discouraged when you're just not seeing it correctly with your eyes, it's not given to you. It just doesn't show up one day. It doesn't. I mean, you find it, you plan for it, and you execute that plan, and then you achieve whatever it is that plan is gearing towards. Now, lucky for us guys, if you really pay attention to it, all men at a constant daily basis have to execute a plan with majority of stuff they need to get done throughout any second, minute, whatever of their life. A plan is enacted and action is being taken place. Once that plan is set, you are set. You're set to live out life. But with this, and with most things that goes on with life, as you can't completely control what happens. As in, stuff is not always going to go accordingly to your plan. Because initially, stuff can go completely the opposite way of what you've planned for when anything goes down. And the simple answer for that is just have another plan. Like at the drop of a dime, have another plan. Now, if you've been viewing my videos for a little bit, I'm gonna say it again, obviously, I don't talk about dating advice or anything in that type of aspect, partly because I think it's kind of cringe and just simple shit to figure out. And this is coming from a guy who spent many years figuring it out himself, but once it's figured out, it's just, it's just figured out. You just do it. But if you're trying to impress someone, certain love interest, certain lady within your life, they find a man with a plan quite attractive. But again, stuff can turn the complete opposite way than what you've expected, so don't overplan. Especially in that aspect of you trying to woo over a certain person. I'll honestly make them vomit within their mouth and kind of scream towards the hills away from you. If you overplan certain actions that you want to be taken place with that person and express it out there so expressively as if you think that person is completely on board like you are. As in, you may be thinking, oh, the name of your kids or the date of your wedding or where you're gonna fucking vacation next month, when she's just thinking maybe just a nice walk and just kind of get to know this person, And I use this example for over planning in a man's life because it segues into how a man should truly have a plan within his life, the correct way. Because the man with the plan within life is the man taking initiative, as in you're doing stuff without being told to do so. You find out exactly what you need to know within your own life for accomplishments. You keep going when times get tough, while always spotting out advantages within your life and taking those opportunities when they are appropriate enough for you to take. Now, when one thinks of a good father, one thinks initiative. A man who stands by and does whatever humanly possible to protect his own, while maintaining unconditional love through it all, and compassion. Constantly taking an initiative within his own life to benefit the things he truly loves and stands for within his life. Immediately enacting a plan that could set up living at its finest. As the message that is always blatantly expressed with my work, what I put out there, the name of my channel, life is a smooth path for us men, naturally. There truly is no reason to overplan your life. Just take initiative as it is needed, and life is set for you. If you could just simply relax, be attentive with what's going on, take it as it is, but take it or leave it, as in if it doesn't want you, you could easily live without it. There's always another plan. Everything will be set up for you. Truly, it will. That job, that relationship, that house, that car, whatever desire is needed within your life. Just simply trust yourself, take initiative, and take action with that plan, and set that life up so it's just set for you. And of course, it sucks when plans do not go accordingly to the way you want it. Even if it's just planned out in the most simplest of manners that is just almost seemingly impossible to fuck up, it does truly suck. But it's just nothing to be dwelled on. And honestly, once you can collect your thoughts and move past that storm, it's just realized as life itself. And all you just simply do is move past it and make your next plan. But you should never not have a plan. You should never be dependent on something completely within your life. Only your own self. Because if you do get trapped in that headspace, you're not set in life. You're completely stagnant. And you can just be caught in a certain turmoil that is just hard to come out of.
Hello, darkness, my old
because of the lack of convincingness within that headspace. It's completely impossible that every plan that you enact within your life is going to go accordingly to the way you thought it out and thought it was going to go. That's why you need to take initiative within your life. If something doesn't go the way you need it to, take initiative and go the other way with it. Until you can feel that full satisfaction you are feeling once you are engaging with it. All the way through. Because it's there. It really is there. Always there. Because men with no plans, that do not follow plans within their life, that if their plans are completely destroyed and completely unachievable to them, that they just give up and don't do anything about it because they didn't have any other plan, it's inevitable for them to be completely avoided, almost to the point where everything is avoiding them within their own life. They're just left completely alone because they got no plan. There's no substance to them. There's no point in being around them because they'll just be sucked into that same type of energy they're putting out. Those men just become pointless to hang around, honestly. They become completely pointless. There's just no direction and no point in hanging around their atmosphere. Some days, some seconds may be tougher than others, but you have to view the big picture of it all, down to the simplest of matters. What would you like to happen within your life? And start planning, and start enacting that plan. Start taking actions towards that plan. Sometimes you might take actions that you think you need to be taking place, then all of a sudden you're veered into a different direction to that accomplishment that you want, but it's a different type of action you planned for. It just happens. Change the plan. Plan A, X'd out. Plan B, enacted. And just never give up on that consistency. Never consistently stop taking initiative with those plans, no matter what direction it comes at you, no matter how long it lands out for you and dissipates, no matter if it makes you look like a stud or a dud. Have that constant initiative and be a man with a plan.
Saint Perigene, patron saint of all forms of cancer. We ask you for your help in asking God to heal my cancer and keep it in remission. Pray for me so that I may live a long and faithful life.